Hey folks, North Country Knucklehead out for a Sunday afternoon drive. Got a couple things on my mind. Watching some PBS yesterday. Something about prohibition in the United States, in the history of it. And it made me think. There's also all the discussion on the news about the Affordable Care Act. Will it be repealed? Will it be replaced? Does it need to be changed? What are people's arguments with it? One of the concerns I would have, I take that back, not concerns, arguments, and I won't express an opinion one side or the other. It's just a general argument about freedom. If we're concerned about health and health cost, cigarettes, tobacco should be illegal. If we're concerned about the effects on human American lives, I go with American because we're talking about the Affordable Care Act as United States citizens. But if we're concerned about social justice items, alcohol should be illegal. Yes, we did this with the 18th Amendment, the 21st Amendment. Took that back. People will talk that we've been down this road before. But the effects of tobacco and alcohol significantly impact the cost to each of us as citizens through programs to counteract the negative effects in healthcare. When we talk about cancer, lung cancer, throat cancer, mouth cancer, things that have a direct connection to tobacco, it's something to think about. But what we've come to learn is that I have freedom of speech. That's why I'm talking to you. Freedom to express my religion. Freedom to live my life the way I want to. So why have people been told if they don't carry health insurance, they will be taxed? Is that like saying if I don't buy a carton of cigarettes once a month or once a year, I'm going to have to pay a tax, my annual tobacco tax, even though I don't use it? Does the same thing apply to alcohol? If someone doesn't drink, do they have to start paying a tax to pay for the programs that are subsidized by government, state and federal, for those persons that have a problem with alcohol or need assistance, or the campaigns put on by the states, smoking cessation? Where does the funding come from that? It comes from the sales of those products. But what the Affordable Care Act, and I am absolutely no way against persons having health insurance, I feel everyone should, to protect themselves, but shouldn't be forced to if they choose not to. Controversial. If you overdose on heroin and die, it's your choice. If you have a traumatic accident and you have extensive medical bills and it bankrupts you because you didn't have some type of insurance policy, health insurance, catastrophic health insurance, That's on you. Just my thoughts on our freedoms and how, in the best interest of the whole, we kind of take away from some of those. But we're not willing to take away from the ones that people enjoy. Very well demonstrated by Prohibition. Through lobbying efforts and politicians' wish to be in power, at the federal and state level, the 18th Amendment was passed. And then a few years down the road, we saw all the arguments for and against, who was going to enforce it, how much it was going to cost. Oh, by the way, part of the reason, not all, but part of the reason that it was easier to pass the 18th Amendment was because of the 16th Amendment. Income tax. See, a large portion of revenue came through alcohol tax. And they couldn't abolish alcohol without something to replace it. So, with the passage of the 16th Amendment, it opened the door for prohibition. And then that was deemed to not be successful and a violation, in essence, of the individual's right to choose to participate in something or not. So here's the deal. The Affordable Care Act, as ruled by the Supreme Court, is not a penalty, it's a tax if you choose not to participate. So guard yourself, teetotalers, marathon runners. If the federal and state governments start running low on money, you may have to start paying your annual tobacco and alcohol tax to support whatever programs are needed. And don't worry, they'll just take care of it at tax time. North Country Knucklehead, little drive time rant. Talk to y'all later.